Hello and welcome to part 10 of this Let's Play series where I play with the bots through the vanilla dungeons. In this one, or in the last one I guess, we did Razorfin Crawl, and in this one we're going to do Scarlet Monastery Graveyard, and almost definitely right after that, in the same video, Scarlet Monastery Library, so those two together. And yeah, I don't know how long it'll be for just doing two of those, or at least doing those two at this time or whatever, but just have to see, I guess. In terms of the behavior development, as far as I know, since the last episode, I don't think anything has changed of note or anything like that. Since I got level 32, I was able to get new spells and stuff, or at least up-ranked spells and stuff, as well as a new spell, Chain Lightning, so that's awesome. Finally have Chain Lightning, so now I could use that to pull initially, and make those initial pulls in terms of threat even, well, not so much even easier, but a lot easier, just to keep stuff on me, I guess. I could also now wear the electromagnetic Gigaflux Reactivator, which I will likely use probably just whenever the cooldown is off, which I think is 30 minutes, but I will probably use it whenever, because at least if the kind of barrier that lasts for 10 minutes stacks with other effects like thorns and flame shield and all that kind of stuff or whatever, then that could be quite handy, honestly. And it's not a bad helmet. I just lose the stamina, which isn't right, at least right now. I just lose the stamina, which really isn't that big of a deal for the benefits of that and such. Yeah, you can see I have a lot of mana potions, but that was just because I was getting my alchemy up, and I figured, well, they don't vendor for very much, so I might as well just use them. So that's why I have those potions right now. Kind of same thing with the free actions. I'll just use them when I need to get my inventory cleared up and all that. But besides that, I guess not much to say. Apparently the server was getting like some DDoS attacks or something like that, or whatever you want to call it, DDoS, getting DDoSed or something. Having some connection issues the past few days here and there. But at least for right now, it seems to be okay. So I don't know what was going on with that, or but right now it seems to be okay for me at least. The graveyard should be 100% fine. The library might be a little bit challenging because I think the level ranges are gonna be fairly high for them compared to what I am. Like at least maybe like 4 levels for the last boss higher, possibly. I'm just gonna see what our comp is looking like and then decide if I'm gonna bring a full party or not. Warlock, a shaman, and a rogue. Okay, that is a interesting composition. I'm going to take 3 party members instead of a full party, for at the very least a graveyard, and then since I'm coming back to Undercity anyway to hand in the quest and all that crap afterwards, if I feel like we need a 4th party member, or I feel like it would be a good idea to have a 4th party member, I'll hire another one. But for right now, I'm just going to come with 3 for graveyard and then possibly 4 for the library. Let's do a healer shaman, obviously, but let's make it a orc. Let's do a orc male warlock. And then the rogue, we will have an undead. I think that orc looks pretty good in his garb. He looks very warlocky. Let's change our stuff first, I suppose, before I look at the gear. Alright, so let's do Z toggle helm, because that helm looks kind of stupid. Oh my god, those pigtails, but I think it looks better than the stupid helm. Let's see what the undead's hair looks like. Z toggle helm. Oh my god. I feel like that's not... Just like, I don't know. I feel like that's not right, but I'll keep the hat on then, because that looks fucking shitty. It just doesn't seem correct. Seems like something's going wrong there with the hair. As I said in the last one as well. So let's make her a... She's the only hybrid, technically. She's the both healer and the... .z set our DPS. Set to range DPS. I actually wonder what shamans have available. They got tank, healer, melee, and ranged. Nice. And now I'll whisper her. Set heal 70. Well, I have her as an off heal anyway, so that's the wrong one. Set off heal 70. And then set heal out of combat 80. Yep, that's fine with me. Okay. Oh my god, that imp's freaking out. Look at that fire shield. I'll have to see how the server is today or whatever, because for just a moment there, I felt like a bit of delay when I casted my what was it? My rockbiter weapon. But yeah, let's look at their gear. So here's our healer. What the hell's her name? Thunder Sword. Thunder Sword. Or Thunder's Word, maybe. Thunder's Word. That's kind of a name there, but wow, that is fucking pretty crazy healing helm there. Jeez. I think she's got the same. No, she doesn't. She has the better shoulders than I do. Damn, that is some plus healing out the wazoo. That is a nice belt. What is that? Snake loop. Huh. That's a pretty nice offhand, too. Oh, she's got quite a bit of healing. That's nice. He's got that cowled neck. I'll give it. It looks good. It looks like it's a good good looking. At least it looks pretty decent on an orc. Wow. Doomsayer's robe. I know where that's from. That is from the Badlands. But I think that's an alliance quest, if I'm not mistaken, from that dwarf. Kind of a weird choice. Minus 10 stamina, plus 20 spirit, but sure. Plus fire damage stuff. Damn, nice. Captain. I don't think I've ever seen that wand. Interesting. And the rogue, oh shit. She's got, holy shit. She's got some pretty good stuff. Adventurer's Pith Helmet. Well, that is fucking good. Holy crap. Hello. Not often you see too many other players. Dark hooded cape. Damn, I'd like that cape. That's pretty fucking good. Yeah, we got a pretty decked out robe, I'll say. Decked out rogue, I'll say that. Panther Hunter's leggings, that's pretty good. Damn, she's got that. Of the tiger. She's got the Howling Blade and the Sliver Blade. Yeah, the Sliver Blade, not the Silver Blade, the Sliver Blade. All right, well, that's not half bad, I'd say. I am going to travel to... Let's see how she acts with... Okay, so she gets out of Ghost Wolf fine. Unlike the druids kind of acting weird with their travel form, but it's interesting. Oh yeah, I also got a Wind Fury Totem. So I might use that in fights where I don't have a particular use for my air totem, because I mean, I don't know if the rogue like would really benefit that much from that or not. It's I imagine possibly more than her poison or some shit. I don't know. But I'll have to see. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Scarlet Monastery, and when I'm in the instance for the graveyard, I will be back. So see you in a sec. Alright, so now we are now in the graveyard. I guess I don't have to put down Wind Fury Totem because the healer, or whatever Thunder's word here, she is putting down Wind Fury, it seems, so I don't even have to worry about that, I guess. And I forgot the other names, Dark Chain and Wandis. Wandis? I mean, this should be a pretty straightforward instances at the end of the day. Just don't pull too much since it's fairly, confined and tightly packed packs here and there. So, but really, end of the day, it shouldn't be a big deal. Forgot to also mention that one of the one of the random guards outside of the Scarlet Monastery on the outer areas dropped this, like, one of the second enemies we killed or whatever, was this head splitter blue axe. I don't know. It's not that much better than the dagger right now, just because, since Rockbiter weapon gives a static amount of threat per hit, it's better for it to be faster than anything, even though it's a pretty cool axe. So I might just give that to put into my bank alt or some shit. By the time that my dagger gets upgraded, I don't think this is gonna be worth using or whatever. I'll set up my totems, which I'm gonna be using that. I guess that, and I suppose this. And she puts down her totems and everything. Yeah, there's some pats. Wait for them to pat. Do some chain lightning business. I mean, the rogue seems to be making pretty good use of Wind Fury. At least, I see it proccing quite a bit. So that's good. What do we got over here? We got 3 tortures. Or is that 4? Almost looks like 4. Nah, I think it's 3. If I'm not mistaken. But either way. Kill that one, I guess. Chain lightning. It is 4. So, yeah. That was 4. And unfortunately, our Warlock used used his AoE and pulled aggro and got killed. Unfortunate, but I guess not too unexpected at the same time. But yeah, I was like, yeah, that seems like 4, and I had a feeling that was gonna fucking hurt. Yeah, what could I have really done there to help prevent that from happening? I mean, I'm just thinking of, like, my spells and everything. I'm like, At Dynamite, I used that fairly quick, but not certain what I could have really done there to not have the Warlock die. Besides heal him, I guess I could have done that. But yeah, I didn't react very well to that whole thing. Let's kill this one and then deal with the interrogator asshole. Look at those fat crits. Oh shit. Nice. This thing actually it is a bind on pickup, but it has a fairly low chance of dropping. So that's actually not like a massive upgrade to my current weapon, but it's a pretty decent little upgrade. And it does that extra little damage on top of it apparently. So that's pretty fucking sweet. I will take that. Thank you very much. I'll probably enchant that too, possibly later on if I don't get any other upgrades. Wink, wink. I don't know from the library, but I'll see. And this one might still be better in some cases. I don't know. Let's see, but that's nice. I will actually equip that right here, I think. Very hot. Literally and metaphorically. Yeah, chain lightning is fucking nice, man. Oh, that's why it took longer, because I forgot to let them move, so the rogue was, like, doing no damage. Whoops. And here is Varl Senguts. Even though my will is free, I can serve the Dark Lady no more. I feel my time on Azeroth has come to an end. My life force is shattered. Interrogator Vishas did this to me, tortured me for weeks, took my wedding ring and gave it to his wife, the bastard. Revenge, I want revenge. The pompous fool bragged about his precious wife, Nancy, who lived along Lake Lord... Lordamere? Huh. Lordamere. Track the wench down, slay her, and return my wedding ring to my wife, Monica in Torn Mill. Heed my last wishes. Well, poor, poor bastard. We will get your revenge. Or we will avenge you, or whatever. I've never actually done that quest, but that should be kind of interesting. And much easier than probably for most people, because, uh, I'm gonna have, like, a party with me to kill, like, just two elites instead of just trying to do it solo like probably most people. I'm definitely gonna be taking a fourth person for, the library. I could just feel it. Like, even this place, it's like, damn, it fucking hurts, so I'm not gonna chance that pain in the ass by, just being like, oh yeah, let's just fucking wing it or whatever. So, something interesting about the graveyard is that the graveyard is, I believe, the only part of Scarlet Monastery that has rare spawns that could spawn here. And it has actually three of them. And all three of them, except maybe one of them, drops like some fucking really good shit. And that's actually where a lot of the gear from the last companions that I had, or a decent amount of the caster stuff, was actually from those rare spawns. The really, like, some really good stuff. So I'm probably not going to do it in this run, because I'm probably gonna have to grind up some levels before I could do the armory and the citadel. I'll have to see, but I might do it here because you could, like, apparently farm the elites by waiting for respawns or some shit, and try to just wait until you get one of them to be a rare spawn or something, like one of the rare spawns. It's kind of weird. I don't know if it actually, like, works on this server core, who knows, but I might try that. Yeah, I need to be careful about pulling the enemies pretty close to the warlock, because that fucking his searing pain, I don't know what it's called, the his AoE is quite good at pulling threat away. I'm assuming that it probably causes a high amount of threat, like more so than other spells or some shit, because that seems like it was really pulling them.
You know me, the fighting freak Knuckles, and we're at Pumpkin Hill. You ready? I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna.
Yep, I mean, if I was a little bit more confident in my ability to keep AoE threat, even though I don't necessarily need it to like complete these pulls or whatever, but yeah, I'm not, like, if I was playing a paladin or some shit, I'd probably be much more willing to just pull like half the room kind of shit and just be like, all right. Nice. Level 33. Not too shabby. Ugh, looting some of these guys is so obnoxious. Now I have the fully powered lightning shield. Very nice. Honestly, now, yeah. Doing quite a lot of damage per proc 92. Um, okay. So he appears to have bugged out. Nice. Yeah. The graveyard is such a weird instance. Like, I mean, even with the, you could do kind of the similar thing with the Citadel, I'm pretty sure. I mean, you could just skip, like, massive portions of the fucking place. And here, it's like, you could basically skip everything if you wanted to.
Down in Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, cause I have no fear. This probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. Our ghosts try to approach me and got leery. Ask him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkin in the alley. Didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back them up with a fist metal crackle. I'm hearing someone saying you a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall. And then I started to fly, I went in deeper. Let it get to me, I'm just gonna creep. Down Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know.
Oh, shit. Well, that was not too difficult. We had so many interrupts, he just could not do shit. Orb of the Forgotten Seer. That's, did I pick something else up? Oh, nice. I got a token of, dungeon expertise. Sweet. Those will be useful when, I get max level and all that stuff or whatever. Alright, so now that we did the graveyard fully, which was not very difficult at all, honestly, like I said, I'm going to hearth back to the Undercity. I'm going to get to that, well, I'm gonna vendor some stuff, and then I'm gonna get to that lady, kill her for the wedding ring, and then hand in that quest and all that stuff, and then afterward, I'll probably be back when I get to the library, but I'll see, so I will see you in a moment. So, here's me handing in Hearts of Zeal. My, what an abundance of gore you have brought me, Shulmi. Your efforts have been most excellent. Oh wow, I am finally friendly with the Undercity. Took long enough. But yeah, I guess unfortunately that doesn't have any follow-up, but fair enough, I guess. Alright, so we are at this little cottage tucked away in the Alteric Mountains. And, we are going to avenge, Veril and get his wedding ring back from this Nancy Bish. And, she's gonna get fucking wrecked, so. And she indeed got wrecked. And we have retrieved the wedding ring, and you know what? Just because we can, we're gonna kill his grandpa too. Because you know what? Fuck him. And he is indeed been wrecked. And here we are, back at Torn Mill, or at Torn Mill, and here is Monica Senguts, I don't know. Beryl had such a troubled existence, and what a good mate he was. Damn those filthy humans. Beryl is gone, never to enjoy on death again. At least I can take solace in the revenge you took in his name. For that I thank you. Now let me be to mourn. Well, that sucks. Pretty decent items, actually. Well, for now I'll take the cloak, and I get the boots as well. Need more agility, less stamina. The cloak, more stamina, less agility. I think I'll just keep what I have now. In that case, since it basically just counteract each other. Huh. Honestly, I think I'm finally gonna get rid of the Cape of the Brotherhood because I like that. I like that look. That white, that white kind of look compared to the. I mean, this cloak looks good through the Brotherhood, but that's a nice looking cloak. And I think that's fine trade-off, I guess. Yeah, I'll take that trade-off for the looks, I guess, in this case. So screw it. All right. Well, I am going to go back to the Undercity and clear out my inventory again, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, now that my inventory is mostly cleared out, yeah, I'm gonna hire one more companion. And, what type of companion is it gonna be? Well, it's gonna be DPS, obviously, but what kind? 5. What is 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Priest. Interesting. A damage priest. Okay, then. What kind of, probably another undead. Yeah, because I think that makes sense since we're in, you know, this place or whatever. Let's make it a male priest. Anatoly. I like that name. Let's see what Anatoly has, equipment-wise. Similar to the other casters and such. Nothing too special. Damn, what the fuck is up with that? That's such a that is such a weird one. Just one stam and then 12 int. Not too bad though, in all honesty. So I'm gonna set him, or what is it? I'm going to whisper him. And you know what? Actually, no. I'll say set off heal. Let's make it like 40, just so he doesn't get interrupted as much. Maybe, I don't know. And then I will say his set heal OC as like I don't know, 70 or something. That's fine. All right, so that's gonna be helpful. But yeah, the server at like right now it's like an hour after the fact almost. It was like at 7:45 my time EST or whatever. The I don't know, there was like another big lag spike for like 10 minutes. Nah, I mean it was like kind of intermittent lag spikes for like 10 minutes or whatever. And then a bunch of people DC'd and then it kind of went away afterwards. So yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there, but at least right now it seems to be okay right now, so we'll just have to see. I am definitely glad that I'm deciding to bring a full party now, because even in the graveyard, some parts were like, ow, that hurt a lot. Like that four-pole of the interrogators or whatever. So I think it'll be helpful in the library to have a full party, that's for sure. But, yeah, I will be back when we're inside the library, so see you in a sec. Okay, we are now in the Scarlet Library. And I did tell Anatoly to not use Shatter Protection because I feel like he'd be wasting a lot of time just buffing people with that for probably almost no benefit. Unless I see a reason to, I'm just going to leave it like that. So let us begin, I suppose. Oh, wow. That's actually, pretty goddamn handy to have now with a priest, actually, is being able to dispel gallants, what do you call it? Hammer of Justice, which I was just thinking right before he did that. I was like, oh, well, maybe I could actually use free action potion, but not much reason to in that case. So that's nice. I keep forgetting to let them move, so that's reducing our damage quite a bit. Dumb me. Me being dumb. God damn it. I keep forgetting to let them move. I mean, so dumb with that. Seriously, that is going to get us fucked over at some point. Oh shit. Like, okay, Wandis, you are not allowed to move now. Yeah. So for this boss, might actually hurt quite a bit, because it looks like there might be 4 of them. Could be mistaken, though. Well, just see how it goes, I guess. Guess we'll focus down the hounds, or try to at least. Nice, use of fear there, Warlock. I was pretty sure I wasn't going to be able to keep them off of you. Well, that was kind of messy, but good job, guys, either way. You did well, consider all things considered. Yeah, in those cases, what I should have done, one is I probably should have equipped this, no shit. I keep now I'm forgetting to do that, but, I should have probably had the Warlock stand farther away so he didn't try to do his AoE, I guess. Summon a tracking hound that will protect you for... Can I disenchant that? No. I'm not even gonna fucking... They really should have made that a trinket or something, I guess, but, you know, like, whatever. but I think I'm not gonna waste these stupid charges on that. Since usually a pet like that is actually more annoying than it is helpful anyway, so I will just sell that for that pretty penny it's worth. Because why not? You look at that. Finally, a locked chest. Dot the use. Dot the use. There we go. Very cool. Very cool. I like that. What was in it? Gold or, bunch of nice shit. Bunch of decent, well, kind of okay shit. And this belt, honestly, this Ravager's cord, I might honestly keep it until I'm 40. I don't know, I'll see what belts, but it's pretty good. Uh, yeah, let's do, like, come stay here for the ranged. Um, and then I'll let the rogue go into melee when the time is needed. This is probably gonna hurt. I forgot, as usual, to let the rogue do her thing like a dummy. Of like all the things I'm remembering to do, like putting down totems before pulling, fucking forgetting to let one of my DPS do their job by letting them move. That's great. Awesome. What? How the fuck? I don't know how the hell that monk saw me, like, through the wall there, basically. That was fucking BS. I was trying to see why, grounding totem wasn't grounding that fireball, but it might be the case, even though it's kind of weird that the buff is like that. It might be the case that the actual one casting the spell to be reflected, it has to be within the range of the totem or some shit. That's just my guess. Oh, what is that? A monk, two monks, and a diviner. Yeah, those fucking monks actually hurt quite a bit. Yeah. So I honestly like I kind of forget what this guy's mechanic is, quote unquote, or I know what his mechanic is to some extent, is that I think I don't know if he teleports everybody to the center or if that was in a later expansion that they allowed him to do that or something. But he basically tries to cast Pyroblast. He does like a kind of divine shield on himself, and then if you don't move, you get fucked up. So, get what how you're supposed to move. If you're supposed to move out of the room or what? Um, yeah, I'm honestly forgetting exactly what the thing is here, but shouldn't be too difficult. But I don't know. He is 4 levels higher than us, so we'll just have to see, I guess. He's probably gonna resist my stuff like crazy, but since he's mostly a caster fight, that tanking part shouldn't matter too much. Pyroblast, the grounding totem should work fine, so that's cool. Just a big AoE that might be an issue, but I'll hopefully have the bots. Maybe I'll just tell them to stop and then they'll hopefully follow me or some shit. But we'll see. I'm looking for fire resistance totem, but not that I think it's gonna matter much. By 30, that's a water totem. Probably better to have that in this fight than the healing totem. Not the healing totem even really does that much shit anyway for me, so it's like whatever. All right, well, let's see how this goes, I suppose. Let's go. Ow. Uh-oh. That was a bad time for a lag spike, but... Okay, well... We had a big lag spike there, it seems. But he kind of went down like a bitch either way. I don't even know if we avoided the mechanic or what. I don't know what the fuck happened. But, nobody died. Damn, he dropped the Hypnotic Blade. Which... Wow, yeah, look at that attack speed. It's even faster than this Torturing Poker. And the DPS is higher, and it gives int and spell damage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be using that when I level up again. So that's pretty cool that I did get this dagger, so... Nice. Well, good job, guys. Yeah, he was a bigger bitch than I expected, and that much bigger bitch than I expected there. Is there anything besides the key in this room? I don't think so. Surprised there's no other. Well, yeah, there is. There's a few readable books. But let's make sure not to forget to get the key. Yes, yes, indeed. Now we can get into the armory and the citadel, or the whatever it's called, the monastery. Maybe that fire resistance totem helped? I don't know. I'm kind of doubting it really did. But who knows? Let us hearth out of here. Let's get out of here and go to hand in these quests, I guess. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so we are back in Undercity, and I'm going to hand in the quest Test of Lore, which requires you to, one, obtain the beginnings of the undead threat, and read it, and then you'll have to answer a question. I never actually read that book, and I mean, it's pretty interesting, I guess. I guess a lot of this you probably kind of know from Warcraft 3, the Frozen Thrones kind of lore and stuff, if you actually know that story to some extent. But the beginnings of it, you don't really know with, well, I guess maybe you do kind of know, but maybe you don't know, like, explicitly about Ner'zhul and all that stuff. Him becoming the Lich King from him, or whatever, kind of defying Kill Jaden, and then him basically turning him into this horrible entity block of ice known as the Lich King or whatever, by taking and tormenting his soul or whatever and putting it in that block of ice and then throwing it to Azeroth. Fucking weird, but also very kind of intriguing at the same time. I hope you made the Scarlet Crusade suffer some before stealing the book from them. My views of their kind are not unwarranted. The Crusade may have been followers of the light at one time, but now they seek to destroy any creatures that have not sided with their religion. They believe all undead, forsaken or otherwise, must be cleansed, and those traveling in their lands must either be insane or subject to the undead's powerful magics. Idiots, idiots, and fools, all of them. This is the book I sent you to search for. Slowly caresses his hand over the top of the book and stares down at it. So now you wish a question to prove your mind is as powerful as your body and spirit. If you have studied the book long enough, then I shall ask you your question and you could be done with these tests. Okay. Once again upon us, as the student of lore, you have shown great tenacity by undertaking my task. And so now I offer you your question. If you are ready, speak to me again. Question, and then I'd see how I have, because the one before this where you have to go to the guy in Stone Talon. Apparently if you get the question wrong, he teleports you somewhere in like to some probably obnoxious spot in the Barrens or some shit really goddamn far away. I wonder what the punishment here is if you fuck up. But which creatures became the Lich King? Wait, what? Which creature became the Lich King before spreading the plague across Lordaeron? That was not Gul'dan, not Kel'Thuzad, but it was Ner'zhul. You've done well, Shuni. Continue your search for knowledge and remember the history you have learned. Well done, Shuni. I had my doubts if you studied the text. I had my doubts if you studied the text. I asked you to get, but you've answered correctly. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of a goddamn joke, but it is a good, kind of decent way to be like, hey, you want to read about the lore of the game? Here you go. Answer this question about it, then. Not a bad way to do it, I'll give you that. You have done well, Shuni. You have passed my test, and the test before mine. Return to Dorn in Thousand Needles. He will sense the charge within you and see that your mind, body, and spirit are strong enough that you should be rewarded for your efforts. Stay true to the balance you've shown throughout these trials, Shumi. Dorn will test you again in the future if you do. Speak to Dorn and 1,000 Needles. And you will get a mostly, well, yeah, really not that great of an award, but that's not the point. It is not about the reward at the end of the day. It's about the friends we made along the way. uh, but it was a cool quest. Actually, you know, like if somebody did just go through Wowhead or whatever, or Thoughtbot, whatever, and just like looked up the answers, yeah, it would be pretty lame. But then when you're actually like, oh, that's pretty goddamn cool, like, or some of the story that this game has is pretty cool. That's, you know, that's nice and everything. Get you immersed in the world that you're playing in and such. So, give them some kudos for that. I am going to look at that nice graphical glitch. I am going to get the Thunderbluff, hand in that quest, and then I'll see. So I'll be right back. Okay, we are in Thunderbluff and going to hand in Compendium of the Fallen. And man, it is like just 3 fairly short pages, basically of the same shit that we just read from that other book. So it's like, why would this be useful in determining if the if the Forsaken are trustworthy or whatever? I don't know. Kind of a stupid venture here, I guess. The Compendium the Fallen. I was beginning to wonder if the very book existed. You have served the Torn of Thunderbluff well, Shumi. Your dedication shall not be forgotten. I mean, that's cool, but it literally doesn't tell you shit. Just so you know. Well, I will pick the Vial Protector because, I mean, it could potentially be useful with that AoE thing, and it's also worth the most, so what the hell? Well, that was kind of a sort of underwhelming little thing there. It was like, what the hell did that even tell me? Since that didn't take very long, I might as well go to 1,000 Needles and hand in that one quest, so I will be back in another sec. Okay, and here is Dorn Planestalker for Final Passage. Ah, Shunli, it has been a long time since you have last stepped into my home. It's a fucking cave. I mean, there's literally nothing in here. Okay. Seems like many moons have passed since you took your first leap that set you upon your path. And now you return to me stronger than you once were, more enlightened. This pleases me, and you should be justly rewarded for seeing my test to the end. Indeed. Well, even though some of the parts of it were kind of tedious, the actual kind of little story parts in there were pretty cool, so I can't complain. Look at this nice use of Ancestral Recall. Such an amazing fucking ability. But yeah. That was the video basically for the Scarlet Monastery. Well, okay, no. It was the video for half of the Scarlet Monastery, the the graveyard and the library. And ironically, most of the quests in the end are just kind of for the library. The rest, there's like one this one that's for the actual entire thing, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, it went pretty damn well, I'd say. Literally the only death was, yeah, that was the only death, I think. One time in the graveyard when we pulled that group of 4 interrogators, and the warlock did some AoE and he got aggro and he got killed, but that was it. Everything else went pretty damn smoothly, even though we had like 1 or 2 rough pulls here and there. And when we got the 4th party member, it went even better. And that boss in the library, the archivist, he went down like a fucking bitch. I don't know why he was, or I'm so not used to him being that easy to kill, I guess. So that was kind of surprising, especially even when we had like, I don't know if that was just on the client side that happened, or if that was actually the server just having a lag spike suddenly there or some shit, but that was weird. That's a nice thing about having the bots, though, is because they don't necessarily care about that kind of stuff. That they're still going to be attacking and shit, even if there's a lag spike. So he was basically dead when the lag spike stopped. So that was pretty funny. In terms of the AI behavior, they did fine. You know, the shaman, she did fine. She was putting down her totems in the beginning of the fight. I mean, that's always a pain in the ass as a shaman when they did until they added totemic calling or whatever the hell it was, where you could place down 4 totems at once instead of 4. You need to do 4 global cooldowns just to place them all down. That's like, oh man. But she did pretty well. I was happy with that. The rogue did well, and as they usually do, the only thing is that I kept forgetting to let her move, so she wasn't able to always be doing damage because of my stupidity. The warlock did fine. His fears were pretty good and on point in the situations when he did them. It's just that was like the one little quirk was the fear thing, which we already kind of know about, that they won't attack something that is being feared like at all, even if it has skull on it, and even if it's the last enemy and shit like that. But besides that, it's yeah, I mean everything went fine. There wasn't any particular things I like noticed that were problematic or any shit like that. It just went smoothly. But yeah, that was pretty enjoyable. I am probably going to be running it, the graveyard and the library, a few more times. Maybe even just doing the graveyard for the possibility of those rare spawns or something. But I'll have to see on that because yeah, the armory. The ones that I want to do next, the armory and the monastery or the citadel, whatever it's called, they are quite a bit higher level than the library, even, as well as like especially the graveyard and also the library. So I'm gonna need like, you know, even the archivist, he was 4 levels higher than us technically. So I'm probably gonna need to want to get like level 35 at least, maybe 36, I would think. I mean, maybe, who knows, maybe even higher. I don't know. I'll have to check again what the level ranges are and shit. But yeah, there's quite a bit of gap here in this little spot here in terms of levels where there's not really any dungeon that you could just immediately go to afterward for the next one. So I'm probably going to have to get up a few levels before the next episode, I'm imagining. Yeah, besides that, the next episode is going to be most likely the armory and the monastery, the Scarlet Monastery, armory and the chapel, citadel, whatever the hell it is. But this went well. It was fun. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.